Hello everyone, welcome back to Kushwas. If you don't know who I am, then myself Kushika Adarsh, and I am a first year medical student at Mysore Medical College and Research Institute after securing an All India rank of 5759 in NEET 2025. Now the main reason why I started Kushwas was because I wanted to guide people who are preparing for NEET, not because there aren't already any less videos out there, but because why should I not? I, being somebody who has prepared for NEET, I am aware of the difficulties that one will face when we are preparing for this exam. And if you ask people in general, then they will tell that NEET is an exam that we have to clear in order to enter the world of medicine. But if you ask any NEET aspirant, then they will say that, of course, NEET is an exam that we have to give in order to enter the world of medicine. But alongside it is really an emotional, mental, physical roller coaster ride. So there will be a lot of difficulties, moments of doubts alongside the journey. So in my channel, I'll be sharing my NEET journey in order to kind of motivate or kind of to let you guys know that you guys are not alone. And I'm gonna be sharing you guys my real raw journey, not the so-called topper tips. I'll be sharing what I did, what worked for me, and what did not. As of now, this video consists of 3 parts: physics, chemistry, and biology, wherein I'll be sharing my study strategy, what worked for me, what did not work for me, what modules that I used, and some motivation alongside the way. So stay tuned. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, like, share. Before we get started with the actual video, I just want to let you guys know that the fact that you clicked my video kind of tells me that you guys are trying your 100% to clear this exam. And yes, you will, provided that you are moving with the right strategy, with a positive mindset. And I just want to tell you guys not to lose hope, and better days are on the way. Usually physics is a subject that majority of the students fear, but let me just tell you, if you get to know the strategy of how exactly you have to prepare for physics, it can be your strongest core subject. So I kind of want you guys to make this mindset that physics is doable, physics is not hard, provided you are doing it the right way. So without any further ado, let us just start how I was preparing for my NEET physics. Step 1 would be revising daily lecture notes. Now this is the most fundamental and basic thing that applies for all the 3 subjects. Every single day you just have to revise the same day's lecture. It can take around 20 to 30 minutes maximum. So every day after class, I used to revise the same day's physics lecture notes. That was my golden rule. This rule applies for all the 3 subjects physics. Soon as I reached home, I took a bit of rest and then I used to revise whatever has been taught on that day. You should just do that. First and foremost, revise teachers' notes, because trust me, physics starts to fade from your memory if you do not revise it immediately. This sort of revision also helps us to connect to the next day's lecture much better, so you can understand and connect the concepts very well here. It is like stacking blocks one over the other. You miss one and everything feels shaky. Step 2 would be to read NCERT. Now when I say we have to read NCERT of physics, I do not mean to say that we have to read physics NCERT the way we read biology NCERT, because in biology we have to study or read NCERT line to line, or rather I would like to say word to word. But in physics that is not actually necessary. You just need to know what to read. That includes basic definitions that have been given in NCERT, the graphs, the diagrams, solved example questions, and in-text questions and exercise questions. Another main thing about physics NCERT is that you have to read the summary points and the points to ponder points which have been given at the end of the chapter. The chances of NTA people asking assertion reasoning questions from those points to ponder points are actually highly likely. So do not skip those, read them properly, line to line, word to word. Solve all the questions that are in NCERT, whether it is in text or exercise questions. That will give you an idea as to what NCERT wants you to think. The third step is to start with simple problems. Once I was done revising the class notes and reading the topic from NCERT, I start with solving some simple questions. Now these simple questions can be the ones which are directly formula based or theory based questions. I recommend you guys to not to start with the hard type of questions initially, because you will feel dejected if you weren't able to solve that hard questions. So I first recommend you guys to solve the easy ones, so that keeps you going on. small win actually kind of pushes you to keep going forward. Step 4, one among the most important step is core practice of minimum of 50 questions. Now, when I say we are learning physics, we can learn physics only by solving more and more number of questions. That's where the real learning happens. After solving simple questions, after our warming up is done, I would just go to solve 50 questions, and these 50 questions will include a mix of easy questions, medium questions, and hard questions as well. Learning in physics does not happen by reading, memorizing formulas. It actually happens by solving more and more amount of questions. The more you solve, the more you start seeing patterns, and the more you start predicting as to what kind of logic will work for what kind of problems. And that's exactly when you know that you're improving, not just memorizing formulas and just putting it and solving it directly. Some days even I could not complete solving all the 50 questions, and that's completely fine. Our goal is to consistently keep solving physics questions, not to just solve only 50 questions. If one day you're able to solve more than 50, then good. If one day if you're not able to solve 50 questions, that is also fine. Do not feel like you're not giving up your best. Step 5, and the one step that I wish I had inculcated in my study routine as beginning as possible, but I did not, and hence I'm sharing it with you guys. So if you guys are watching this video, and if there's any one thing that I would like you guys to take away from my video, then it would be this book, and then this is to keep an error book. Error book is a book wherein you will note down whatever mistakes you have made, and these mistakes can be from the mock test that you're giving or from the practice that you're doing daily. You have to write down the question where you went wrong, why you went wrong, and what was the correct solution for that particular problem. Now, why is this error book actually important? When there's only 3 months left for your NEET exam, you cannot at that moment revise all the 97 chapters. All you have to do at that particular point of time would be to give grant test as much as possible, and you have to check where you are going wrong, and you have to go reread the topic, and you just have to revise this error book, because you'll not have time to study all the 97 chapters, as I said earlier. So if you read whatever mistake you have been doing for the past 2 years, then chances are it is highly likely that you will not do the same mistake. And trust me, error book is actually worth it. I really do thank my teachers who made me keep an error book for all the 3 subjects. And please, you guys also keep an error book from now on itself. Keep 3 subjects, keep 3 error books, one for physics, chemistry, and biology. Start putting out your errors in that book so that later on it will be worth it. The last step is the step 6, wherein we have to revise whatever the theory that we had initially learned. And you can again go reread the your teacher's notes, or if there is another special way of refreshing that theory in your mind, then that would be to solve assertion reasoning questions, no matter what. But just make sure that you practice some theory questions as a part of revision of the theory part, because there are some memory points also in physics that you have to keep in mind. And when I say again you have to revise, I also mean that you have to go through whatever the diagrams, whatever the graphs are being given in NCERT. Revise the diagrams, graphs, formulas, everything. If you want to make a short notes, then I would recommend you guys to make short notes of the formulas. What are the conditions wherein you can apply the formulas, and yeah, that's it for formulas. The next one being the previous year questions and the resources that are used. You have to solve previous year questions so that you will get an idea as to how questions are being asked. As for resources, it was nothing fancy. My main base, even for physics, was always NCERT, my teacher's notes, and my coaching module. Of course, you can solve previous year questions and assertion reasoning from anywhere outside. And if you want to, if you have time, if you have done all the things that I said, completed solving NCERT in-text questions, solved already all the previous year questions, assertion reasoning questions are done to a certain extent, and all the questions in the modules are being done, then if you have time, then you can go for any other reference material. You can pick up with extra references, but only when you are confident with your basic. It's not about using many books, it's about using one book properly. The last part, if you're somebody who is scoring less in physics and is thinking that physics is not a subject for me, and if you're somebody who is studying more and more of biology and chemistry, thinking that you're not that much good in physics, then I just want to let you know that no, you are not bad in physics. You might just need some more time, more question practice, and with time, provided the right way of preparing, you will for sure pick up in this subject as well. Do not lose hopes, do not feel dejected. There were moments even for me where I used to think that physics is not for me. And trust me, when I say I used to solve 50 questions, I did not always solve 50 questions. Sometimes I couldn't even solve more than 20 questions. And I used to think that, oh my God, I'm not doing good in physics. That is absolutely fine. The more and more number of questions you practice, the more you try to learn. But do not give up. Revising notes. Keep solving questions every day, and slowly you will notice better changes. Physics rewards patience. Physics won't click in 1 week, but one day it will, and that day you will feel like it is all worth it. So yeah, that was how I studied physics for my NEET. Every day reading teachers' notes, reading NCERT, solving simple questions, then going to solving minimum of 50 questions a day, and then revising theory to keep that theory fresh in my mind via assertion reasoning questions, keeping an error book, doing all the previous year questions. No magic formula, just hard work, smart work, consistency, and trust in the process. If you like this video, then make sure to subscribe to my channel, like, share, comment. I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be about how I prepared for chemistry. Until then, this is Kushika Adarsh signing off.